This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and today I'm continuing my Inside Perspective series, showing certain lockpicking operations from the inside of the lock. In the first video, we covered raking and single pin picking standard pins, as well as picking them with a Lychee tool. Today, we'll do the same thing with spooled security pins. Now, it turns out that the term spool is used to describe a wide variety of conceptually similar pins. The red ones that I have loaded in this lock are about as average as they get. But you should know that they don't all look the same. Here's a sampling of different types that I had laying around. Now, there are two terms that you need to understand when picking spools: false set and counter rotation. A false set is what I call the small bit of core movement that results when every pin stack is either aligned with the shear line or the belly of a security pin is at the shear line. Keep an eye on this black line while I demonstrate. Okay, I'm going to put a small bit of counterclockwise rotation on the core, and we're going to go to the one standard pin in the back. By the way, that's there to aid in key insertion. It keeps the core at the 12 o'clock position. You can see the small bit of movement on the core. That's a false set. Counter rotation is the rotation opposite the direction I'm tensioning, which results from picking a falsely set pin. Again, watch this black line as I demonstrate. There we have counter rotation. Then we got our false setback as I set that spool pin. You can see I can go right down the line and do the same with each pin. Now I'm going to do the same thing narrating this pick as I might normally. Nothing on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6 is binding. Nice little click there, and we dropped into a false set. Going back to the beginning, counter rotation on 1. We got 1 set, counter rotation on 2. 2 is set. Counter rotation on 3. 3 is set. Counter rotation on 4. 4 is set. And counter rotation on 5. And we got this open. Now, you don't often see me rake locks with spool pins, but I'm going to try that now, and you'll likely see this core seize up. And I think you'll understand why I don't normally do it. Here is a wave rake, and okay, after a few seconds, you can see that pins 6, 5, 4, and 3 are set, and then 2 and 1 are in a false set. That is why you don't often rake security pins. In fact, that rake is stuck in it. But what sometimes people will do is rake to a false set and then set any pins that aren't already where they should be. That can be the fastest way in, but I tend to just single pin pick. Okay, let's finish this up by picking with a Lychee tool. I'm often asked if a Lychee tool can be used to pick security pins, and the answer is, of course, yes. Okay, nothing on 1, nothing on 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6 is binding very tightly. Nice click there, and a bit of a false set. Okay, counter rotation on 1, 1 is set. Counter rotation on 2, 2 is set. Counter rotation on 3, 3 is set. Counter rotation on 4, 4 is set. Counter rotation on 5, and we got this open. Okay, folks, that's it for spool pins. I plan to do a similar video next week on serrated pins, but that's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.